Okay, the decks are shuffled, the hands are cast, the prizes are placed, the Pokemon are ready. Greninja V chooses heads. And it's tails. And Blastoise will go second. Quick ball. Pitch a card, search for a basic Pokemon, show it, hand it, then shuffle the deck. Another Greninja V, just to at least shore up my bench. And I will energize it. All right. Energize Apom. And I will bustle. Flip a coin. If heads, during the opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to Apom. And it will not work. I'll energize Greninja V again. And since you are defenseless, I think what I'll do is make things even interesting with Giovanni's Charisma. Put an energy attached to my opponent's active Pokemon into their hand, and if I do, attach an energy from my hand to my active Pokemon. So Apom loses an energy, Greninja V gains an energy. And now I will attack with Dancing Shuriken. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 80 damage for each heads. 0 for 1. 1 for 2. That's all I would need. And only that one. Now it's time for Surfing Pikachu V to try and come up with something. Didn't even last a turn. We'll energize Surfing Pikachu V because there isn't anything else I can do. This one might be over pretty quickly on a bench out. Energize my benched Greninja V, and I will attack with Dancing Shuriken. 1 for 1. Whoops. Still 1 for 1. One for 2. 2 for 3. So a total of 160 damage. Oh, nice. Put down an Apom. Hate to use a V Pokemon for a sacrificial lamb, but it seems there isn't much else that I can do. So I'll energize my Apom and end my turn. Alright. Energize my I bench Greninja V again. I think what I'll do is I'll play a trainer, her supporter, Candace. Look at the top 7 cards of my deck. I may reveal any number of water Pokemon and water energy I find there, and put them in my hand, shuffle the others back into my deck. Oh man. Well, that went well. But I've got backup plans in place, such as it is, starting with a quick ball. Nope, not that one. This one. Search for a basic Pokemon, show it, hand it, then shuffle the deck. And I've got to get... Ooh, this'll work. Now I'll play Energy Sticker. Flip a coin. If heads, attach basic energy from my discard pile to one of my benched Pokemon. And that ain't gonna happen. So I'll just bench my Radiant Greninja and use its ability, Concealed Cards. I must discard an energy card from my hand in order to use it. Once during my turn, I may draw 2. This isn't going to help matters, is it? Well, may as well bide some time. I will use Greninja V's weaker attack in order to finish off Surfing Pikachu V, Water Drip. With that, I get 2 prize cards. Blastoise ain't looking too good. He's already down by 3. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem, as I evolve Apom to Ambipom and energize it. And this thing is very powerful. And I will attack with Full Tilt Fling. Flip a coin for each energy attached. It does 60 damage for each head. 1 for 1. Still 1 for 1. 2 for 2. That makes it 120. Oh, nice. This will make things quite interesting. I'll put down a Lumineon V. And with it, I'll use this ability. Since I played it from my hand, this will allow me to search for a supporter. Show it, hand it, then shuffle the deck. This one will probably do it. Professor Birch's Observations. I'm feeling quite confident in the Pokemon I have so far. However, I'm not too confident about the cards in my hand. So, I'll use my supporter right away. Shuffle my hand into my deck, and then flip a coin. If heads, 7. If tails, 4. And it's heads. No, I don't think I've energized a Pokemon yet. So, I will put it on my Lumineon V. And for an additional measure, I will use my Radiant Greninja's ability to conceal cards. Discard an energy, draw 2. Oh, man. And I think what I'll do is use Dancing Shuriken, but first, let's see if I can get the attack through. With Primate Dexterity. If any damage is done to this Pokemon by attacks, flip a coin. If heads, prevent that damage. But let's see if we can cause some damage first. 1 for 1. 1 for 2. 2 for 3, but will it get through? Yes, it will! And that's that! I expected more out of this one, but I guess that's what happens. So the winner of this one, by a flawless bench out, is Greninja V. Coming up next, the Psychic Duel to find out who's going to be going to the championship. Setup is complete between Gardevoir V and Mew V Max. And it is Mew V Max over there. That is the higher seed. They are going to be doing the coin toss, and they are going to say heads. Heads it is, and they will go first. And since this is the first turn, I will use Battle VIP Pass to search my deck for 2 basic Pokemon, bench them, then shuffle the deck. These two, excuse me, these two will have to do Mew V and Genesect V. Even though I already have one up in the active spot, I gotta find a way to get it out. And I will attach a Fusion Strike Energy to Mew V. But I'm not going to use it just yet. I can't even use my Genesect V's abilities just yet. So, I'll end the turn. I think I'll start things off with a level ball. Search my deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less. Show it, hand it, and shuffle the deck. This would probably do it. But I don't think that alone will be enough. So, I'll use Evolution Incense, search for an Evolution Pokemon, show it, hand it, then shuffle the deck. This one, Clefable. Oh, right, used it. Bench Clefairy. And I will energize Halusha think I got a little hasty, so I'm going to have to use the speed attack. Right, UV Max, let's see what you got. Rather interesting combination, I suppose. I'll energize Mu V. Next, I will switch my Genesect V for my Mu V. And you probably saw it in my hand, and I'm going to play it too. Boss's Orders. Switch my opponent's active Pokemon with one on their bench. After all, Mu V has just enough attack power for this move called Psychic Leap. I may shuffle this Pokemon and I'll attach cards into the deck, and it does 70 damage to Clefairy, knocking it out. I'll put my Genesect V up again. And now, one prize card, whoop-de-doo. That really messes things up for me. But, we'll see if I can make it work. And I will use Gym Trainer. Since Clefairy got knocked out, I could draw 4 cards instead of 2. And this isn't much better. I'll energize Snubble. And to try and put something good in my hand, I will use Halusha's Windfall. Shuffle the hand into the deck and draw 5. Oh, what luck. Mu V. And I will energize it. Excuse me. And I think I will use this. Elisa's Sparkle. Choose up to 2 of my Fusion Strike Pokemon. For each of them, search my deck for a Fusion Strike energy card and attach it to those Pokemon and shuffle the deck. I'll choose these 2. Well, Mu V is all set up, but I can't get her up there. And there's something else I could do. First, a Great Ball. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, pick me, pick me, pick me. All right. Only it's not going to go the way one would think. I'll energize Snubble again. And I will use Windfall again. I have to hold on to this, but there's not much else I could do. I think I'll just end the turn. Nice. Oh, good. Great! I'll evolve Snubble to Gramble, in addition to dropping that Clefable. And getting that Clefairy as well was a big help too. But I'm going to energize my Gramble. I think I'll hop it. 3 cards. Not bad, I guess. Great ball. Nothing doing. And I think I'll use Speed Attack this time. Your move. Fog Crystal. Search my deck for either a Psychic Energy or a basic Psychic Pokemon. Show it, hand it, then shuffle the deck. This one will do. Meloetta. Put her down, and for good measure, see if I could get some Pokemon energized. These two, another Lisa Sparkle, 2 Fusion Strike Energies, and attach 1 to each of them. If I even have that many in here. There's 1. And there's the other. And this is going to be an interesting move too. I use Genesect V's ability, Fusion Strike System. Once during my turn, I may draw cards until I have as many cards in my hand as I have Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. Only got 2 cards in hand, so I got to get up to 4. There they are. And I have yet to add an energy from my hand, but I don't think it would do a lot of good doing it this way. So the only thing I can do is end my turn. Evolve Clefairy to Clefable. And I will play Sonia. Search my deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon or 2 basic energies. Show them, hand them, and shuffle the deck. And I think I'll look for the Pokemon. Uh-oh. This is not good. Fill out my bench. And I will energize Dreepy. I will use Speed Attack again. 90 out of 190. So I'm about halfway there. Oricorio. Now my Pokemon take 20 less damage with Lessons in Zeal. All of my Future Strike Pokemon take 20 less damage from attacks from my opponent's Pokemon. Can't apply more than one at a time. There's not much else I can do. At least I have brought down the speed attack down a bit. Now this one I'm going to do a little cheat or change on it. Call it what you will. Card called Dan. Draw 2 cards. You and your opponent play rock, paper, scissors until someone wins. If you win, draw 2 more cards. Kind of hard to play rock, paper, scissors by yourself, so I'll go ahead with coin flip. And I'm going to say heads. Tails. Well, this is quite an interesting combination. Evolution Incense. Search my deck for an evolution Pokemon, show it, hand it, then shuffle the deck. I know a very obvious one that I had to throw back. Evolve Dreepy to Dracloak. I'll use Speed Attack. Too bad it only does 10 damage this time. This will probably help some. Another Fog Crystal. Only this time I'll look for energy. There she is. I'll attach this energy to Meloetta. I think I'll go ahead. Yeah. Not much else I could do, but end the turn. I'll wind up drawing 1 more card anyhow. Alright, first we evolve Dracloak to Dragapult. Now it's all ready. Pop! Alright. I'll energize Dragapult. It is ready to go. And I think it's time to start hitting hard. Pull out my Halusha. Put my Dragapult up. Now I will attack with Phantom Force. Put 3 damage counters on my opponent's bench Pokemon in any way I like and do 120 damage to Genesect, which should bring it up to 220, more than what Genesect has. But where am I going to put my 3 damage counters? Well, wait. 120, 100, the other way. That's right. I'm going to put 3 damage counters on it, and I think I'll put all 3 on Oricorio. May as well take a risk with it. Genesect V. And I will attach a double turbo energy to Genesect V. It'll reduce its attack even more, but it would still be enough to knock out that Dragapult if it wasn't for its crazy ability. But there is another powerhouse on that bench I could take out. Boss's orders. Switch out the Dragapult for Granbull. And I will attack with Technoblast. During the next turn, this Pokemon can't attack, but it still does 190 damage. Need a cannot attack marker of sorts. I don't know. Evolve Dreepy to Dracloak. Energize it. Hop it. Now I'll attack with Phantom Force, which will only do 100 damage to Genesect with Oricorio still there. And that reminds me, I'll put 3 more damage counters on it. I think it is time. Ultra Ball. Pitch 2 cards, and search my deck for a Pokemon. Show it, hand it, and shuffle the deck. Evolve me a V to V Max. And I will retreat my Genesect. Retreat costs 2 energy, so I'll pull the double turbo off. And I will put Mew V Max up there. And I will use Cross Fusion Strike. Choose one of my bench Fusion Strike Pokemon's attacks and use it as the attack. And the one I will choose will be Meloetta's Melodious Echo. This attack does 70 damage for each Fusion Strike energy attached to all of my Pokemon. 1, 2, 3, 4. For 280 damage. The question is, Infiltrator. If any damage is done to it by attacks, flip a coin. If heads, prevent the damage. Boom! That's 1 defense down. It looks like we got ourselves a game. I better put Halusha up there. I'll evolve Dracloak to Dragapult. Getting quite a few cards in my hand, though. Blast it all. Evolve Snubble to Granbull, too, just for the fun of it, I suppose. Energize Halusha. I need to get better cards in my hand, so I'll have to use Windfall. All right. Probably to do a massive amount of damage and to prevent any possible healing, because it would be foolish to leave them unchecked. I want to break out that Dragapult and try it, but that would be a gamble. Only that, I got one too many cards such as it is. So what I'll do is Cram-O-Matic. Can only use it if I discard another item card. Choice Belt tool, it is an item. Flip a coin, if heads, search my deck for a card. Immediately hand it without revealing, of course. But I'm not going to do it. So, I'm going to have to resort to Plan B. Genesect Fusion Strike System. Got 2 cards in hand. 1, 3, 4. And this isn't going to help matters much, is it? Max Miracle, Melodious Echo on Halusha. So I won't do a switch. Gonna have to short my defenses somehow. Nice. Alright, energize Dragapult. Put down another Halusha. And I will attack with Phantom Force. Put 3 damage counters on my opponent's bench Pokemon in any way I like. Still does only 100 damage to Mew V Max. But with damage counters being put on Oricoilio, Oricoilio gets knocked out. Your move. So, no more 20 less damage from my Pokemon's attacks. Ultra Ball. Let's get rid of these 2. Search for a Pokemon, show it, hand it, then shuffle the deck. This one comes to mind. Bench it. I could have got the other one. But it needs energy anyway. Fog Crystal. Search. I'm going to search for a basic psychic energy instead of a basic psychic Pokemon instead. Energize Mew V to get her ready. And I think I will bypass the defense in order to get one more prize. Boss's orders. Switch out the Dragapult for the Granbull. Melodious Echo for 280. Bye-bye Granbull. Gotta keep the defense up. energize Halusha. I will attack with Phantom Force. Does a total of 120 this time, which brings that up to 220. And I will put the 3 damage counters on a damaged Genesect. Take oh brother, well, I really would hate to do this, but I'll attach a double turbo energy to Mew. I'll reduce its attack. And I will use a Cramomatic. Throw this away. See if I can get a card. No, I can't. So I just burned my entire hand. But that kind of was the point. Genesect's Fusion Strike System. Give me 4 new cards. And here's the interesting thing. My Mew V and V Max both have free retreat costs. So even with Mew losing some power, it's going to gain a whole lot more when I evolve it. Now I will switch one Mew V Max for another. And I am going to attack, of course, with Melodious Echo for 200 and... Yep, for 220. 280 still. Ugh. Let's see if I can get through Dragapult's defense. This time I will. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of this one, Mew V Max. You've seen the action, you know the story, and this is going to be quite an epic battle, to say the least. A battle-hardened little kitty against a ninja frog. Mew V Max versus Team Greninja V. With V Union in their pocket, who knows if they're going to be relying on it, if they can. Coming up next for the championship. Congratulations to both of these teams.